If I were still alive today, I wouldn't be holding my pen and quill. I'd be holding this. And instead of publishing in the newspaper, I would be typing a post or recording. My name is Rizal, or at least a very version of him. And you're probably wondering why. Why are we still talking about me? Why am I still in syllabus? Why do my words, even though a century ago, still echoes in your lectures, your essays, and even your TikToks? Maybe to you, I'm just a name in a textbook, a monument you walk past, a face on a coin, or maybe I'm something more. Join me for a Lasallian talk. Let's see who is Rizal if you were alive today. Let's hear it exactly from the students. Come on. Sir,
Uy,
I have a question for you, sir. If Rizal were alive today, what do you think he'd be doing?
if Rizal would still alive to today, is still alive today, what would he be doing? I think Rizal would continue his advocacies towards free education and more about the sustainable development goals
Hmm.
as what the youth currently fights for until today. And I guess that if Rizal would be alive today, I think he would promote peace talks without the use of armed struggle and violence. As we all know, Rizal is known to be an advocate for change without the use of armed struggle, such as the Katipunan before. And I believe that he fights for the common good without the use of violence. I think that would what be Rizal be doing if he would still be alive up to today.
Such an amazing answer for the time of Rizal.
Yeah.
If Rizal were alive today, what do you think he'd be doing?
In my opinion, if I were to paint a picture of what Rizal would be doing in this modern age, I think he would have went to school at UP Diliman, and then he might have been an activist while he was there, and probably he would have ended up being a candidate for the elections, then he would have won, and then he would have helped the government become a better system for the country. So that is my idea of what Rizal would be like if he were alive today.
Great answer. Thank you very much. Sir, if Rizal were alive today, what do you think he'd be doing?
I guess what he'd be doing today, that maybe he would running. I think he would be running for president because how good of a leader he is, and how pretty much how impactful he is to the people, especially the Filipinos. Especially he would fight for what's right, and especially the rights for the Filipinos as well, since he fought for the freedom of the Filipinos here in the Philippines.
Yes. Great answer, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So, if Jose Rizal were alive today, what would you think he'd be doing?
Rizal is a very liberal man. His ideologies always aligns with liberalism. So I think if he were to be alive today, I think he would be standing together with those people who fights for justice against the oppressions being faced by the society. So I think that would be that would Rizal be doing if he were to be alive today.
Thank you for that great question. Sige, Batchrap, I have a question for you, Tane. If Rizal were alive today, what do you think he'd be doing?
um, Based on the attitude and the characteristics of Dr. Rizal, well, he might still have practiced a medicine, but I think he would be like Dr. Willie Ong. He would practice medicine, but also advocates for social justice, etc. But I think would be more impactful than what we have today, like Dr. Willie Ong and the other doctors who are advocating, no, or advocates as well. Um, I think Dr. Rizal would be very much engaged in politics while practicing medicine. Well, most likely he will be a philanthropist and at the same time a social activist and a possibly politician. That would be.
Great
Yeah.
answer, Mr. Batchrap. If Rizal were alive today, what do you think he would be doing?
I think if Rizal were alive today, I think he's doing, or I think creating a new novel that will answer the present problem or issue that our country is facing right now, especially our problem with regards in the politics. Our leaders who are being corrupt
I think um, he will say that we need a better leader. Not only a leader who can lead, but also a leader who can serve the Philippines.
Thank you for that answer. Those were truly insightful answers, and it only reaffirms one truth. Jose Rizal never disappeared. He may have passed over a century ago, but his legacy lives on. It lives in every student who dares to ask the hard questions, in every young person who chooses to serve, in every Lasallian who stands for truth, not with violence, but with courage, conviction, and the love for the country. So who is Rizal if he were alive today? Maybe he's already here, in you, in me, and in all of us, fighting, writing, and rising for the Philippines.